Mark O'Donnell here, visionary at EOS Worldwide, and this is going to be a short tutorial on how to use our new EOS Life Planner and Journal. It is the companion to the book, The EOS Life by Gino Wickman. So you should have both copies, the planner and the journal, and the book with you as you go through this. And to take us through this book here, when you first open it and you get your new copy, you're going to see two placeholders, two ribbons, and one is to hold your place in your VTO and in your delegate and elevate tool, and the other is to mark your daily pages. And so the first thing you'll see is your name, email, phone, year, and quarter. So this is a quarterly book. And so you'll get a new one every quarter if you signed up for the annual subscription. If not, you'll just need to buy one every quarter. So when you start, you'll see some instructions to read the EOS Life and the walkthrough of the planner and the journal. So chapter number 1, you're going to see the EOS Life, and that's just going right along with the book. And so anytime that there's a prompt in the book that says, go and write in your journal or your planner, this is the opportunity to do that. So you walk through chapter 1, doing what you love, rating. Then you're going to see an activity in the book that will prompt you to list out your laundry list. And so anything that you've been doing over the last few weeks, you're just going to list them out. You might want to think about 2 columns here. When you're complete with that, you then go and move them over into the 4 quadrants of the delegate and elevate tool. Things that you love and you're great at that give you energy, things that you like and are good at. Doesn't have that same kick of passion, but you do like it and you do have capability in that. Anything that you don't like, but you're good at that. Anything you don't like and you're not good. And so once you've completed that, you've moved everything over from your laundry list to the delegate and elevate, you're then going to look at everything in those bottom 2 quadrants, and you're going to just pick a delegation or 2 or 3, I would say at least 1 per quarter, what it is, who you will be delegating that thing to, and by when will you have that delegation complete. And so the instructions and detail and all the thinking is in the book, and you're going to capture everything in the planner and journal. The next is your accountability chart seat. So in your company, what is the seat that you sit in? What are the roles and responsibilities that you have there? And then one thing that you can delegate within the next 7 days. And so they go part and parcel to one another with your delegate and elevate tool, and then thinking about the context of your seat within your organization. Whereas the laundry list is both personal and professional. Then we go to with people you love in chapter 2. You're going to have a rating. Then we have the people analyzers. So you're going to write your core values across the top, and then those who you spend your time with down the left-hand column there. And you're going to rate plus, minus, or minus, and any journaling that you want to do there. So you can ensure that you're surrounding yourself with people that you love. Chapter 3 then, making a huge difference. Rate yourself there. Then we're going to go right into the VTO, the Vision Traction Organizer. You're going to list out your core values, your core focus, your purpose, cause, passion, your niche, your 10-year target, your marketing strategy, 3 uniques, proven process, and guarantee. You're going to walk through your 3-year picture. And note that the date here is the date when you are filling that out, not the date of your 3-year picture. You'd need to write that in separately. Then we go to our 1-year plan, our rocks, and our issues list, those things that are 90 days and out. And lastly, you're just going to journal how you would like to make a difference in the world. Chapter 4, being compensated appropriately. It's going to journal and rate yourself. And we have a little tool here. What's your current compensation? What is your desired compensation? And then just write down some things that you need to do to increase and achieve your desired compensation. Chapter 5, with time to pursue other passions. You're going to rate yourself at the bottom. Then we're going to go and create your weekly working container. How many weeks, hours you want to work per year. We'll list out your passions, and then ensure what actions, activities you're going to do to make sure that you stay within your container. That might be pre-booking some vacations or making time for hiking, whatever it is that your personal passions are. So that concludes the planner component and the journal component. It's the journal component of the EOS Life, following everything that is in the book. Then we flip to the planner, which is the journey. And so we have some quarterly actions that you need to take. We have weekly actions and daily actions. I'm just going to think about and contemplate your EOS Life again. Just one last opportunity to journal about that. We have clarity breaks. These clarity breaks happen weekly. You have weekly pages to do a clarity break. You review your VTO. You review your delegate and elevate. And so you might want to take one of these ribbons and put a placeholder for your VTO. Then we have a weekly review. So looking out over the last week, you're going to review your level 10 meeting notes. You're going to review your rocks, keep you focused and on track. And you're going to review last week's calendar. So just really connecting you into what you did in the prior week. So what worked last week? What didn't work last week? Knowing what you know now, what would you have done differently last week? What were your 3 biggest wins, starting with that positive focus, and then going into what are you grateful for that happened over the last week. So then we're going to put a tidy bow on last week and in the past, and spend the rest of the time looking forward into the future. So upcoming week dates, review your VTO. Again, just making sure you're totally crystal clear and focused on what you need to get done. Your personal plan, if you have one. And you're going to review last week's notes, to-dos. You're going to clear out all your inboxes and prepare for the next week. So what are your 3 biggest wins that you plan on achieving in the upcoming week? How many hours you're going to work staying within that working container? How do you plan to eat, be healthy? How do you plan to exercise? And then connecting with any family and friends coming up in the week upcoming. And then any important dates, times, appointments, and get really clear on what your objective is, what your desired outcome is for those key appointments in the upcoming week. Once you've completed your weekly plan, you then, in the night before, you're going to fill out your daily plan. So what are the 3 key to-dos that you're going to do tomorrow? And you're filling this out. So for me personally, I'm filling this out on a Sunday night for Monday. What are the 3 things I'm going to get done? What's the daily schedule? Map that out. Really loose. Don't think you have to be perfect at this. It's just so that you go to bed, your brain will be thinking about your next day and how to solve any key issues. So when you wake up in the next morning, you're just going to review your plan that you've laid out. You're going to practice some stillness, meditation, prayer, whatever fits you best. You're going to review your VTO again, if that is something you want to do. And you're going to review today's plan. So go over the plan. Once you complete the day, you finish out the day, you have all your daily notes pages. As you plan out the next day, you're just going to think over, you're going to reflect on the day at night and living today over again, what would you have done differently? So any lessons learned, and then you're going to carry that forward and you're going to plan out the next day, the night before. Same deal. Every 7 days, you have the weekly recap. You start with a clarity break. Then you're going to go over to your weekly review, create your weekly plan, and you're going to do that for the entire quarter. So that's the overview of the EOS Life Planner and Journal.